Hey Mo, we need to get an intro down for this channel, you know.
Yeah, but what are you thinking, Lee?
Why don't I rap over the top of it?
Don't be ridiculous. You sound like a northern Eminem.
Look, listen to me. Yo, yo, yo. The Munch Brunch in the house, man.
Absolutely not.
Right, what you got in mind?
Let's just keep it simple.
I'm Lee.
I'm Aim.
We're the Munch Brunch.
Hi everyone and welcome back to another mukbang with Aim and Lee. We are the Munch Brunch UK. Lee, tell them what we have on the menu today. A little bit different between the two.
It probably looks like a bit of a mess, mine, compared to Aim's lovely, colourful plate. But we have cheesy jacket potatoes. I've got baked beans and sausage. Aim has a lovely salad.
So on my jacket potato, I have cheese and bacon bits, like crispy bacon bits, and then
A lovely side salad that has actually took over the plate, to be fair.
Lovely, and some sausages that are just brilliant from Lidl, and I'll talk about them in a bit. But I said to Lee, I says, you went, oh, well, my plate looks a little bit different to yours. It doesn't look as bright. And I went, Lee, why don't you just put a bit of green on? And he come in and he just went,
It's done the trick. I got a bit of green on there. I'm going to take it off now, man. Do you want it?
yeah, fine. That's what
It's got a bit of baked beans on it. That's rough. There's some things you can't have. And baked bean juice on lettuce or salad.
Oh, no, it's all
Sounds
right.
a bit rough.
Onions in baked beans is amazing.
Yeah, that's not green, Aim.
So I've dyed my hair today. Now, look, I was spending £160 plus on my hair. And I've got a box dye from Clairol. And I actually think it's done a decent job for £6.
It's come out amazing.
Right.
I spent £0 on my hair, and it's come out looking a bit shite today, because I'm not even bothered to comb it. But that's all good in the hood. Is it nice, Aim?
Yeah.
What
I've
happened,
had it before, like with bacon. Delicious.
Yeah, maybe we should tell them why we have bacon bits with this. So, Artie, the other day, got some stuff out the chest freezer, which is in our shed. She then left a bag of food out for about 2 or 3 hours, which started to defrost. In there was a bag of bacon, a pack of bacon. So we've had to use up the bacon today. Hence
And
why
we had a
Aim has it.
barbecue the other day.
We've had 2 barbecues since we last recorded, you know.
No, but the other day, she left like a bag of dry lamb out. So I made lamb kebabs and the house great.
Yeah. She's a bit of a bugger for that too, at times.
Who has cheesy beans? It's like a cheese volcano in these.
Look at that. Cheese pull. Oh, yeah.
Where are these jacket potatoes from?
These are just little, you know.
These are just as good as the... We used to have a veg shop near us and it shut down.
Yeah.
And this is really, really just as good.
But you get like 5. So like usually, like Asda, Aim's mum will buy. She'll say, "Hey mate, get me some jacket potatoes when you do shopping."
And now she's from Newcastle.
She's from Newcastle. Anyway, she'll get these jacket potatoes Aim will, and they're tiny. You know, you get like 4 in a pack. These are from Lidl, £1.20 odd. And you got like 5 or 6 in there, and 4 are really big, and 2 smaller ones. The small ones suit them on because she doesn't eat a lot. It's just smaller portions than us. But I was like, oh, dinner's nearly ready. And I was like, shit, I've only done 2 potatoes. I've got 2 more to get for me. And I'm like, what, 2 each?
Have salt, please.
But then I was like, we need a jacket potato oven. Because seriously, to warm up jacket potatoes in your
Air
microwave.
fryer, that's all you need to do. Preheat the air fryer, put them in for a
Well,
minute.
that's next time because they took
Wow, it's not
forever.
cheaper.
You got to do like 1 or 2 potatoes at a time, and we needed to do 6. So in the end, I just did 4.
Yeah, because I don't like them in the oven. I like them a little bit soft, whereas some people like them crispy.
So the problem with that was, we only ended up with 2 rather than 2 each.
I only want one.
That's all right. You was only an extra one.
No, I don't want 2 jacket potatoes. One's in full. You'll see that when you finish that, you'll find.
Oh wow.
Yeah. You want to used to get one from the man uptown.
Oh, they fill you up. I
Exactly.
Yeah, but I could never justify it when I was younger, spending like £3 or whatever it's £4 on a jacket on a potato. And then one day I said, just try it, Lee. It's like, she said, you do like it? I was like, yeah, but it is money, which I could be spending on hot dogs in the town centre or Greg's. I spent it on a jacket potato.
So good.
And actually, they're really good. Mine are pretty bland. I always had baked beans and cheese on mine. But
You've always got to try things, because when you go, now, you just don't know, you know.
well, so these sausages are also from Lidl, Scandinavian for bloody big ass sausages. And they're called
so good.
ultimate sausages.
I've been convincing Brandon to get them, he's going to. They
No
are.
tasty.
So what do you have on your jacket potatoes? Now, bit of tongue. I like cheese and bacon bits. Crisp them up. I do like tuna. I do like cheesy baked beans, but I wouldn't go for that as my main one.
My 2 go-to ones are this and tuna, sweet corn and butter. Oh, in heaven. That's nice though.
It is. You can have like chilli on them now and curry.
We've done it with chilli on here. One of Aim's amazing special Aim chilies.
Oh yeah.
That is good. So good. So we've been gone like for about a week since we last uploaded. We uploaded on Sundays. It's gone up on Sunday. Apologies, we've been gone. We are that inundated at the minute with stuff and plans and holidays to get ready for. That we haven't like abandoned everyone. We've just been really busy. We're going this week because we're going away the week after. We're going to smash a few videos out this week, so we've got some content for you. We'll try and do some vlogging when we're away.
We will be doing vlogging.
But Aim's dad is a nightmare, and if the camera goes near him, he's probably going to throw it in the sea. So be careful with that. But
little does he know he's doing it.
Yeah, we'll get him on there when he's really drunk and he won't know what the hell he's doing. Imagine if he's there at the club doing something like taking part in one of the game shows. You're getting really drunk. You know, like the Haven game shows they do. We'll get your dad involved.
See, the thing is with my dad, he still thinks it's like the caravan holidays. And when I was about 7, which was 30 years ago.
Yeah, wait till you go, after the night. Have you ever been to like a caravan holiday? You know what we're on about. And you come out of the club and you're like, oh, let's get some food. These days, Haven have like Papa John's, Burger King, etc. Aim's dad will be expecting a chip shop where it's like £1 for a huge bag of chips. Because that's what it was like last time he went on one of his Haven holidays. It ain't like that these days, Steve. No, it's like £20 for a pizza. And like Burger King, which inflate the prices like tenfold. You ain't getting no bargains there, trust me.
But it's more about going to Morecambe, isn't it, and seeing like where they're potentially going to be living. I put my dad in the sea. There's a little bird, and there's a little robin on the bird feeder at the front. Isn't it weird how we always associate robins with winter time? But I've seen loads recently in the back garden.
I really don't.
Look
I was
right
just
out the
saying that.
window.
Yeah, but I don't associate with winter. It's the summer time.
Yeah, but I always think robins are more to do with like Christmas time, isn't they? You know, like robin
Oh,
redbreast.
right, I've got you. You got to be careful though. Well, no, you got to be careful. Sorry, it's meant to be summer. It is dull as hell here, to the point where you could easily mistake it for winter. There's not a cloud. There's not any blue sky.
Yeah,
there's
the
no
other day
sun.
though, it was like 27, 26 degrees, sunny as anything, and then it's grey and thunderstorms are coming.
I blame you whingers though. You're like little whinger ninjas. Constantly, it's too hot. I can't wait till it's cooler. Your dad's a right miserable sod. He's like,
My dad could happily be in the sun all day long. I don't mind it.
no, your dad loves to be outside now, as long as he's in the got an umbrella over him so he doesn't see the sun. And then he'll say, oh, it'll be nice when it's a bit cooler. When it rains later on, that'll be good, won't it? We need a bit of rain to cool down the air, and that'll be good for the plants. I say, we only get 2 days of sun a year, mate. Can we just enjoy it for them 2 days, and then we can have the rain the other 560 odd days of the year? Just have 2 nice days.
364 days.
Shit, I just added like near 2 years into 1
I don't know
year.
what kind of year you've been having. However, we do get more than 2 days. If you're across the pond and wondering, you do get more, but it's not as consistent as it would be, let's say, in a tropical country. It's a little bit hit and miss, isn't it? You can't. I don't know if you guys agree, but you can't rely on the weather forecast. It always says, oh, it's going to be this, and then it...
Yeah, you make plans. Oh, I know what we should do on next week. We should take your mum down the jetty and lob her in the sea. And you plan
Your
it.
mum?
Not your mum, just anyone's mum. And then you plan it, and it rains. Oh, God, let's put it off for another week or 2. But we had some good news yesterday. We did, not personally, but through one of our subscribers. So obviously we had a sad one a few weeks ago about Helen passing away. People come and go on here. Don't mean obviously passing away and being born. Though that happens every day. People are born every day. But people sort of come on our lives or in our videos and they'll disappear for 6 months and they'll pop along. Oh, hey, how you doing? I haven't spoken to you in months or a year or 2, whatever. One of our subscribers from way back in the day used to jump on our lives like over a year ago now.
Yeah,
was very unwell back then, weren't they?
Yeah.
Ellie, I'm sure I got that damn right. She messaged us yesterday in the comments.
It was an open message so anyone could see, so we're not kind of disclosing any personal information, but she was struggling desperately with anorexia, wasn't she?
Yeah, really badly.
And she went into like a clinic to help her, and she was in there for, I think, 7 months, if I got that right. And she's in recovery now, isn't she? Which is absolutely fantastic. And also, she's met the love of her life, hasn't she?
Met the love of her life and doing the job of her dreams. So you can't ask so
Miracles
much more in
have
life, can you?
Good news does happen. It isn't always bad. You know, when I always, you know, people say things come in threes. I want to, obviously not going to go into major detail, but over this past probably, what's it been, about 2 months since your granddad, everything started. There's just been problem in our life after problem after problem, honestly, with my family, Lee's family, and lovely Helen, different bits and pieces. And it's good to hear a bit of good news. So that does mean, you know, it isn't always bad news.
Life can be shit today and good tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good news is only round the corner. Maybe your boss is a bit of a knobhead. Next day you go into work, he's been sacked for fiddling with the chickens.
Well, it isn't that though, is it? Like, you've just got to. I was listening to Syra Khan this afternoon on her Instagram. I don't know if you know her. She used to be on Loose Women, like a chat show house, and she does like Syra Khan skincare and different bits and pieces. And she was saying like a mum is going through cancer treatment at the moment, and recently she's down to her last 2 cycles of chemo, and she's took on a really positive mindset.
Yeah.
Like, she's really positive and boosted her, you know, her mind and everything. And she said, you've got to go into things, even if they're turbulent, like, you've got to go into things and try and be positive.
Yeah, I get
You've
that.
got to try and have a good mindset to things. And I recently have been taking a major downward slope, haven't I, with my anxiety and depression. Like, it's been the worst it's been. But then I just tried to, you know, you've got to try and push on through one way or another, haven't you?
There is a way out, it's not always a way out, I can't say, but for a lot of people, when they think life is really bad and it's not going to get any better, it can get better. So what I want to compare this to is nothing at all like people who are seriously ill or whatever, but we seen someone recently, and I can't disclose where or who or whatever, but they have really bad OCD. We're not going to say what they were doing, but ridiculously bad OCD, to the point where you could set your clock by them doing certain things. And we don't even know this person, we just spotted it.
We can see them on a daily basis, put it that way.
Yeah. And I said to him, but it's real. I feel really bad for this person.
Yeah, we're back.
So why, you know, why do you feel worse than I do? Because I used to have OCD when I was younger, and I only got out of it because I met AIM and it gave me a distraction. But I was terrible with my OCD, not to the point where I had to like do certain things. Well, I'll do other things, and I never thought I'd ever get out of it. Oh, for God's sake, I'm stuck with it forever. You can watch the
torture, can't you, on her face?
It's horrible. OCD.
You can see it, and I mean, I was talking to certain people and whatever, but my OCD is like through health anxiety, checking Google, checking signs, checking, you know, bodily things. Yours was over different. You got a bit of cheese on your chest.
Well, that's what I'm saying now. Where you don't think right today, you might not think there's a way out of it. Down the line, you'll be looking back thinking, bloody hell, I remember when I was like that. And then like something happened and it just completely changed. And now I'm a lot better in my head.
That's
and
great news.
Everything else. So Ellie, well done, love. Happy for you. Yee.
That's great news.
On a sudden note, look up your cats. There's cat killers about.
What the effing Jeffin are you doing, these people?
There are nutters about. There's serial cat killers. And I seen it in the paper the other day, and in Croydon, where our Claire lives, there's like one down there who's killed like 40 or 50 cats. And they're like, is it the Croydon cat killer, or is it the Croydon fox cat killer? And they can't tell. But there's been people sent to prison in the UK for going around specifically killing cats. So if you've got a cat, lock it up. It ain't safe on the streets for cats no more.
When I was younger, I told Lee, there was a story around an area, and there was shooting cats with ball bearing guns, you know, BB guns. And I just think, you know something? I really believe this. Someone hurts your family, like, God forbid, please. Someone hurts, like, say someone hurts here. I would not be responsible for my own actions. Like, I don't mean just like hurts a relationship or cheats. I mean like physically does something bad or God forbid it ever ended her life. I probably would end up done for life. I would. I wouldn't give a hoot about being locked up. But when you've come to some sort of dispute with somebody and you end up punching them, for instance, you've got your chance to defend yourself, haven't you? I don't mean a killer, but say you end up in a scrap with somebody, an altercation outside of a pub. But animals are so innocent. They don't... It's like, why would you want... And you've got some sort of sadistic problem to hurt an animal. I don't care.
You got to be a little nutter to hurt an innocent animal. You got 2 sausages. They don't even had a bite yet. What's going on?
Stick to your own plate. I've saved mine till last.
She's eating them. I'm just checking.
Why?
Because you was the one who said, I want sausages in my dinner, so I got out and picked them up. And you're not eating them. Hey, cows as well. No one's killing cows. Well, they are, obviously. If you're eating a burger, then people are killing cows.
To say that could be contradictory as we eat meat. But I'm on about, like, domesticated animals.
No, like animals, like, you know, cats and stuff. You should be able to let your cat out and about without having to worry about it's, you know, going to be hurt by someone. But if I had a cat these days, I'd lock it up just as much as I lock my dogs up. I'd have a house cat. I've had cats over the years with my mum and my dad, but I won't do it these days.
Why is that?
Why?
Why is it you'll lose a cat outside?
That's what I'm saying. It's just ridiculous, isn't it?
But not a dog.
They are proper clever though, cats.
That's what I mean. There's a distinction, like a distinctiveness between the two. That they'll come home.
Yeah, if you ever watch like Cats and Dogs, the film, I watched it when I was a kid. Cats obviously think they're more intelligent, and pretty much they are. They don't rely on people to feed them. They go out and catch their own food if need be. They don't rely on somebody to let them out. They can come and go as they want, and they're a lot more independent than dogs. But at the same time, with that comes a worry like, where the hell's Percy the cat? Why I seen him? We used to have this worry all the time. Our cat would go missing for a day. You know, where the hell's the cat? Like CJ, he was called. Why ain't he here? Where's he gone? And he just have buggered off in somebody's garage when the door was open.
Yeah, but there's always the beginning of their journey there in the respect that they have to learn to be independent from a kitten.
Mm.
You've always that first time letting them like go on, out you go out the front. I wouldn't do that. I'd be absolutely terrified.
But I was a little kid when we got ours. And we used to take them out in the back garden as little kittens. Not say little kittens, whatever age was. Put them there. And then when my mum went looking, I'd grab them and bring them back in the house. Oh, she come back in on her own, Mum. She don't want to go out anymore. Because it is scary. Well, why the hell would you have a cat?
Well, if you got a cat that's been doing it for a while, that's fair enough. But can you imagine the anxiety I'd have the first time you're like, right, now our little Todd, he's so many weeks old, you've got to shove it out the front. Oh, I'll be like, I've seen this little kitten. I'll be like, get in, come on. No way.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I would definitely have a house cat from if we ever had one again. Kittens are lovely. Cats, yeah, they're still lovely.
They're not like me.
But I'll prefer kittens. I used to work somewhere, like an animal place, and they had like puppies and kittens in occasionally. And you go into the kitten room and be like, meow. Everywhere, there's loads of kittens. It's great, but the mums don't like you messing with them.
Well, when kittens come near me, even kittens, remember that one out front?
Yeah.
It went for me.
I didn't go for you. I wasn't a kitten, I was a cat.
Meow. It did. It went up. It was a little kitten.
Well, obviously, we're impressed with you.
And it went.
You did go towards it a bit nervous, though. You can't show a cat fear, eh?
No, I picked it up.
Yeah, but you was scared to pick it up.
You was telling me to pick it up.
Let's see what happened.
You went, it won't hurt you. It's only a young cat.
You survived.
Fight your fears. Pick it up. What happens?
You live to tell the tale. But no cows. Do you know? I've seen. Well, you won't know, but I've seen some cows today. Where I walk the dog, there's loads of cows all the time, and when they want to rub them, when they get an itch, they can't do it.
Trees and fences.
Yeah, but they can't do like a dog does, where like they scratch their ear with their leg, the back leg, whatever. This cow was rubbing itself on the railings.
Yeah.
Like that. I was like, poor sod. I should go over and give it an itch. All his mates were there, and then I was thinking, well, what if they all want an itch? And I'm there for like an hour with the dog, just itching all these bloody cows. Wouldn't be good, would it?
That's the only one thing if I could change about myself, actually. You know, people say, what would you change about yourself if you had the option?
Go on.
Pardon me, I don't mean physically. Because I'd have all sorts snipped off, sucked off. Oh, you know what I mean? Sucked off.
And me.
Shut up, Lee, I didn't mean it like that. Anyway, I mean, is how much I love animals.
Yeah.
I hate the fact that I'm a meat eater, but I couldn't give it up.
I know.
I really hate that.
I know.
It really is an awful contradiction.
Well, unless you want to go meat free and try it that way.
Somebody commented the other day that we should become vegan.
I can't be
I'm
arsed.
saying like best of luck with things.
Oh, there was something sent through yesterday on our comments, weren't there?
Yeah. I mean, thank you for the message if you watched it.
Basically about everything. I think that was just somebody spamming on our YouTube.
It was really polite. Trying to
Yeah,
talk
there was
about the
that-
plants and...
Everything has life, basically. All your plants are alive. Oh, I agree, they probably
nurturing
are.
plants and stuff.
Yeah. the end of the day, humans are like the superior people on Earth, ain't they? So I don't really feel too bad.
It is. Like I said, it's the worst contradiction I have.
Yeah, I love animals.
We all have a contradiction. Oh, you know, I'm a vegetarian, but I've got a leather handbag. You know.
Oh well.
It's hard, isn't it?
Have any of you been affected with the train strikes this week? I was watching a thing before. The bloke who's like in control of it or whatever.
Oh, he's a prat. He is.
Yeah. He's there. We want a letter to say you will not hand in resignations or some crap. And she's like, I've got the letter here. He's like, we don't say that, does it? She's like, yeah, it does. He's like, but he doesn't, does it? It's like 2 kids in a classroom. Until eventually the interview said, well, read out the letter then. And they read it out. At the end of it, the boss was like, see, it doesn't say you are handing resignation. I never said it would. He said, you just bloody told me it would. The back and forth, like a couple of kids. I'll tell you what, just get the trains to work again.
The bloke who's doing it, he can afford to get taxis for long distances everywhere and that. Drives me mad. My mum's fuming, I tell you. We had a right out your back.
What's the point about taxis?
Because what about people who can't afford to get taxis, the tubes down, everything? And people need the transport, kids need to get places, and it's alright for privileged people.
Well, we was going to go to Blackpool whilst we were in Morecambe, to the Sea Life Centre, and was looking at, to get there via train, is like a 5-hour round trip. By the time you made the 2 connections, 2.5 hours each way. So that's a lot of hassle. Sorry, 2 hours each way on the train. So that's like 4 hours like your day. Or we could go on the bus, which takes like 4 hours each way. So we'd have like 5 minutes in the Sea Life Centre. Quick, there's a shark. Bugger off, back on the bus.
Oh no, it's 2 hours 31 minutes on the bus. 49 minutes on the train.
Yeah, but then by the time you got to the bus stop...
But you go from Morecambe to Lancaster, Lancaster to Preston, Preston to Blackpool.
Yeah, and buses, as you know, they stop at every single stop from Blackpool to Morecambe and Morecambe to Blackpool. It's a nightmare. She's doing the old sea life thing, then,
Look. I look like one wearing one of them monocles.
You do. But we looked at it anyway. It's like, oh, how about an Uber? Yeah, if you don't mind paying £80 each way. So I like the Sea Life Centre, not that much. We'll leave going. So now we are coming up with new plans and trying to avoid the bad weather.
However, we do have a massive Sea Life Centre in Birmingham. We'll go there. We'll take you along with us. We're going to go in August, my mum's birthday, isn't we?
Yeah. But is that the one where I got a bit shook? A bit scared?
A big tunnel there. I don't know what you...
I got claustrophobic. I've never felt that way before, but I did then. Because there's water all around you, and there's a lot of people either side, so you can't get through quickly. It just feels like the water's pressing in, and then there's a shark, or 3 or 4, right there on the other side of the glass. And I've just seen deep blue sea way too many times. I got shit up. I was like, I want to get out of here, and I couldn't because there's people either upside of me.
And the fact we'd paid to go in, and that was the main event, like.
Yeah, pretty much.
No, you liked it. You took a video. Look, the stingray.
I did, but it's still pretty freaky, like.
These sausages. Get to Lidl and get them. They are absolutely tasty as anything, ain't they?
It's a pack of 4. I think they're called the Ultimate Sausage. £2.29.
No gristle. The taste is amazing. Even better on a barbecue. No, but isn't it difficult when you rely on public transport and then they do things like this train strike? I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying I don't agree with certain things, but however, we was on a train recently coming back from Morecambe, and there was this guy who worked on the train line, and he was like, yeah, he was bragging his head off. He was like, yeah, guess what? I found him quite arrogant, actually. He was in such a good mood. He was like, yeah, for like 20 minutes work, all I've had to do is stand here and I've made like 280 quid.
Yeah, they asked him to come in to like fill in for someone for one journey, like from Lancaster
like
to Preston.
15 minutes.
And he's like, I get paid for the full day, but all I've got to do is like 20 minutes work and about an hour's
And all he
travelling.
did was chat to us.
And he got paid X amount.
And yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm down at the casino tonight with my wife. What do I do, you see? He's like, go home, we'll have something to eat, I'll take her to the pub and the casino, get her drunk, send her home in a personal taxi, and I'll stay at the casino. And then next week we're off to Cornwall, and then in October we're off to this and that. And I was like, well, good for you, and that you can stand there. And what about relying on getting trains?
The only problem is, I don't know a lot about the train stuff, so if you are a train conductor, a driver, or a train, don't be offended by what I say here. But I think the issue is like wages or something or other. Usually that's why everyone goes on strike, or rights. Maybe not enough toilet breaks or something or other. But what's going to happen is, what I heard the other day, if they get their rights, like their wages increase and stuff, which they should do, because everyone should be entitled to an increase in wages, where's it going to come from? Where the train company's going to pay the extra wages from? Me and you, that's where.
Listen,
ticket prices.
What I heard, which I don't agree with, if they're like the workers that are on the train line, you know, like the ones that are like work for Network Rail and stuff, and they've got like them orange suits on and you're going down the train track. If they have like, if they're on the lunch break and then like one of the managers or one of the bosses come along, they demand that their lunch break, they start it again. So like, say like it's like 35 minutes in, and they have an hour break. If one of the authority people comes along, they'll start it again, because they say they shouldn't be talked to in the lunch break.
Alright. Well, that's quite clever if you can get away with it. But at the same time, when there's any work ever going to get done. But like I said, train prices are astronomical. So we used to be able to get it fairly cheap. About 3 or 4 weeks before we travel, you'd look on the website, on the app, you get a bit of a discount a few weeks before. The discounts are very limited these days.
We also used to get like a rail pass.
We have now.
No, but when we was younger than 25.
Oh yeah, but now we've got it's like a 2 for 1 or something. So it's like, if there's 2 you're travelling on the same train, if you've got this rail card, it's like couples or friends or whatever, you get a third off your prices. But it still costs us to take our tier there, so 3 of us, about £170 return. It costs me and I'm at best about 80 quid return. It's only an hour and a half away.
It's only like 40 quid in a car.
It's a bloody fortune. And then don't get me started on the train shop. Oh, hey, do you want a packet of crisps and a bottle of water? Yeah, Leah will, please. Right then, get me a bank loan. £9.50 for a packet of crisps and a can of pop. You having a giraffe? And you want a bottle of wine? We'll get you one when we get to the next station. I'll run into the town centre. Bloody £13, £14 for a bottle of wine.
You are always better taking your own provisions. It's stupid, really.
We are lucky, I guess, that they don't ban people like they do at the cinema. No, you may not bring food and drink in here. If they did that on the train, we'd be proper screwed. Not us, really. On these like 1.5 hour journeys, don't really eat that much.
Like if you're going from here to Cornwall, or something like that, you want to take your own food and stuff, don't you? Like, I wouldn't pay stupid prices. Like, is it like Costa on the train? I think it's something like that, isn't it?
Some of them do have a Costa. At the stations, they have Costa cafes and whatnot. But ours was alright. I don't know if it was a Costa or it was like their own one. It was something else, wasn't it? Like their own shop.
Yeah, but now they've done up Wolverhampton train station, they're trying to make it look a little bit like Grand Central, if you've seen that in Birmingham. You've got like this fancy thing as you're walking in. It's not like it used to be when you had like this little...
Craft
it was
station.
something like Pineapple Calf or something like that it was called. It was after some sort of fruit. And that's gone now.
That was good though. You could get a sausage sandwich and a lovely
decent
coffee. Oh god, it was nice.
And then across the way they had a little WH Smith. And so you could get like a cheaper bottle of water and a packet of crisps. No, it has to be fancy. Yeah. Fancy
big
stuff.
time.
You finished way before me, yeah.
I haven't got all the salad on.
I'll tell you what.
You enjoyed it? That's good. Hey, hippos as well. If you see an hippo, stay away from the hippo. Hippos are dangerous, I don't know if you know that. Yeah.
One of the world's dangerous animals.
Yeah, I look at it, I think, oh, look at that lovely hippo. Like in Madagascar, she's an hippo. Gloria, I think she's called. Lovely hippo. No problems at all. Really friendly. The giraffe fancies her or something.
Have you got a story then?
Yeah. There's a story, I think it's an old story, it's not recent. I heard it on Joe Rogan, imagine that. And he told the story, he said, so there's a character on TV I really like called Frank Castle. He's aka the Punisher. And what's his name?
What's he do?
Eh?
Well, what does he do?
The Punisher is like a Marvel character. His wife and kid were killed, so he goes around punishing the people who was responsible for it.
Right.
So Joe Rogan said if this thing happened to him, he would become a hippo punisher. Basically, he'd go back every year and hunt down the hippos and kill them all. Because a hippo killed a man's wife in front of him. Didn't just kill her. I don't know if this is in water, like they're usually in water, aren't they? Somewhere in the world, there was a hippo and there was a lady. And the lady went along and said, "Hello, Mr. Hippo." And then the hippo said, "Love, fuck off, I'm grazing here."
Well, you didn't need to swear.
Well, I can, because it's my channel. Killed the lady and ripped her stomach apart, somehow, I don't know how, and ate her heart in front of the man. Ate her heart in front of her husband. Imagine me seeing that with you, Wayne. I would definitely go back and punish all the hippos if that happened to you. But
Can we just talk about this?
Yeah.
So, condolences, obviously, to the family.
I don't know when this was. Might have been 40 years ago.
But why is it people get shocked? If you go into shark-infested waters surfing, why do people blame the sharks for eating the people? Why, we're not being rude here, why the hell would you go to an hippo?
I don't know why she did it.
Like, would you walk into... No, would you honestly walk into a tiger's den?
No.
What do they call them?
Not even at a zoo. Like
Right, this is what I mean. You know, like they've got them Tibetan tigers, I think you can go and stroke them or wherever where it is, and they're meant to be tamed. Now, let me tell you this now. I wouldn't actively think, oh, I'm going to take my chance here just because there's a man there with a rifle. I wouldn't go near an hippo.
No, you're more intelligent than
and
some
think,
people.
oh, it looks so cute. I really feel sorry for that man and his wife. However, sometimes you can't always blame the animal. You have to have a little bit of common sense.
Don't fuck with hippos. That is the moral of the story. Because an hippo, no matter how big of a person you am, even if you're like Brock Lesnar, the hippo's still going to be bloody bigger than you. You can't fight an hippo.
They have like horsepower times a million or something.
I ain't got a clue, but they are big bloody things.
I mean, their teeth alone are like...
And their paws alone are like... They're massive.
And elephants. I mean, you can go and feed, but they can...
Oh yeah, if they trample on you. And horses, they like to kick out the back.
I used to have a horse. Oh my god. Like, it was alright with me, but I used to brush his tail and everything. If my dad went near him, oh, you like him. But he'd kick out, like, you know, certain things.
Yeah. Tell you what, in Mongolia, they have this thing where, like, every few years they have really bad weather. Like, to the point where it's all, in the winter, it's all frozen over and it's too icy and whatnot. But they have horses. They get around on horses a lot in Mongolia.
Yeah, they do.
Like
in the mountains and stuff.
Yeah, and you can buy an horse like £100 and just... This bloke, as I was to the other day, is a traveller. He's cycled all around the world. He spent a lot of time in Mongolia. And he bought an horse like £100, but the horse wasn't strong enough to have him on his back, plus all his luggage. So he used it as what they call a pack horse, where you put your little bags on the back of the horse and just walk with the tether in your hand and walk along. So he weren't putting the horse under any strain. Anyway, he was in an area where like there was wolves and stuff. And you're like, okay, this is a bit dangerous now. I'm out here on my own. Don't know why he did it on his own, but he did. And he tethered the horse up about 10 yards away, or whatever that is, from his tent. He's like, right, that's the first line of defence. Oh, no. If I hear the horse going, I know I've got to run.
Is the horse going to die?
No. Well, it might have done since, I don't know. He got up in the morning. Horse is gone. Is it some bloody bloke or whoever just come along, untied the tether, took the horse.
Did the horse not escape?
No, the horse didn't chew through the rope, Pam. Somebody's come along and nabbed his horse. Imagine that, you're sleeping in your tent in the middle of Mongolia, you don't speak Mongolian, and then a random stranger who could just come over and kill you, just takes your horse.
Do you agree with what I was saying though? Like, what is your opinion? And your guys too, I want to hear in the comments. But like, you know when people are like, yeah, this hippo did this and he ripped this woman apart and the shark bit someone's leg off. They'll go, I want to kill the hippos. Like you just said, Joe Rogan was like, I want to be a hippo killer for the rest of my life if it was me. But unless she was accidentally run after by a hippo. Yeah. You said she was like, oh, well,
I don't know the story. I just know the headline.
Do do you blame the animal, or do you think that the human should?
No, in my case, in our experiences, we've never been chased or eaten by a hippo. If you was killed by a hippo, I would want to go out and kill all the hippos. Because you haven't been, I am on the outside looking on in. I'm like, no, save the hippos. Because I love hippos, they look lovely. Where if it was you who'd died to an hippo killing, I would be angry at hippos.
Yeah, but they don't live in the sea. They live in like
jungles and stuff.
They look like reservoirs, like lakes. And, you know, there's always a warning.
Yeah, I know. Like I told you ever.
So you'd want to kill all the hippos if it was my fault, and I was like, I've been very naive. Off I went into the bloody river.
I wouldn't ever kill an hippo. I'm crying out loud before you put that out there. I would never kill any living animal unless I was like stuck in an island. I know you wouldn't,
but what I'm saying is, if you walked into the lion's den, I can't exactly say, God, them lions, I want to kill them all because they ate you.
No, but again, I don't know the story. Maybe she was asleep in a hammock and the hippo ate. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. But sharks...
If it was an accident, then of course. But if it was, like, you know...
But these idiots who go in the sea, any idiot who goes in the sea and gets eaten by a shark, you got it coming. I don't care if you're swimming, scuba diving, surfing, looking for penguins.
Well, if it's not shark-infested waters, that's fine. However...
You can't pick and choose where they go. You can't say you can't go in this area, you can go in
that area.
There
are parts where they're not there.
But you can't give them a banning order like an ASBO.
No, but, you know, like... See, like marine biologists sort of know where they are, don't they? But what my point is, if you're going to actively go into, like, Australian water, I know there's quite a few sharks there, you've got to be prepared that it ain't the shark's fault, is it?
Well, I watch a bloke, he lives in Australia.
He's cool, I know he might
he looks a bit like Matthew McConaughey if he was, like, a bit rougher looking. Anyways, he's there in Australia, and, like, the week before there'd been a shark attack, he's like, see that water over there? I tried to do an Australian accent then. Like, someone died over there the other day. I can't do it.
Irish?
Well, it started off well, went a bit shit. He's like, yeah, the shark got him, and, well, it's his own fault. We did warn him. There was a sign there saying
he's a surfer.
Yeah.
But he knows that if a shark eats him, you're going, it's like someone coming into your own home. That's their home, isn't it, really?
Yeah, but we go to prison if we kill somebody in our home. Sharks don't go to prison.
You know what I mean? You're going into their waters, aren't you?
I'd just stay out of the sea. That's all I've got to say on the end of this episode. Stay out of the sea. And you can't, they're not going to come on land. You'll never, if you ever find a shark walking down your high street, then you're in trouble and you can go to the police about it. But if it's in the sea, you ain't got a leg to stand on probably because you're going to lose them to the shark. It's your own bloody fault. Stay out of the sea.
It is horrible when somebody gets attacked by any kind of animal. However, you know, it's like, I saw this video the other day, and even the most beautiful, kindest of animals don't know they're doing any damage, because you've probably seen it maybe on TikTok. The boy's fine. There was a parent, and there was a giraffe, and the boy had like this big stem. It looked like a huge leaf on a big stem, and the boy was like, oh yeah, Mr. Giraffe, and the giraffe picked up the stem, and the boy went up with the bloody stem. And the mum got him. The boy was fine. He didn't want to hurt the little boy. But even any animal, whether it's a bloody cat, a dog, you can never fully guarantee. Even our dogs, I love them. I'll tell you now, you pissed our Barney off, he'd have your head off.
Well, I was looking over there for him then.
And he would. That ain't a joke, is it? Like, any animal, you've always got to be sensible. So if you think this gorgeous little, you know, whatever animal in the zoo's not going to hurt you, he ain't interested in you.
You got to be careful.
He's thinking, listen, you pick me off, I want to bite your fingers.
I'm thinking it's time to go, guys, because I need a shower and we've got to wrap this up. I ain't going to eat this sausage off camera.
Oh, well.
Get down to Lidl.
Honestly, just to say, try them jacket potatoes with crispy bacon bits and cheese.
Or baked beans and cheese works just as well. Take us away, Amo.
I've got half a sausage in my mouth.
Alright, I'll take us away. Thanks for watching. Amo.
Sorry.
Yeah. Cheers. Hit that thumbs up, subscribe, comment below. See you all again on the next episode. Amo will still be munching on a sausage.
No, that's it. Have a great weekend. If it's past the weekend and this goes out next week, well, I hope you have a good weekend.
Past the weekend?
Past the weekend.
Oh, I thought you said if it's past the weekend.
Oh, I'd love a pasta weekend.
Oh no, I can only eat so much in one day. Couldn't have a whole weekend of it. I'd be bored by Saturday.
People do that on videos, you know.
Not a whole
We should do that. Have you got any do a 20 or a 12 hour on. We should do that. There's like 12 hours on pasta and you've got to eat just that.
Oh, God. Alright, we'll look into that one.
Anyway, guys, we'll see you soon. Bye.